Feeling puffed up with vanity leads to hell. The following story is taken from the literary classic Essays in Idleness by the medieval Japanese priest and scholar Kenko. A legendary saint by the name of Kume sailed freely through the skies, riding on a cloud. There were no airplanes in those days, so it must have been a thrilling experience indeed. One afternoon he looked down complacently on the world below, where a river ran quietly through the broad Yamato plain. Squatting on the river bank was a lovely young woman, humming as she did her washing. With no one else around, she had pulled her skirt up comfortably, and her knees were spread apart. Though Kume was a man of great spiritual discipline, the sight of those bare legs was too much for him. Forbidden lustful thoughts rose one after another in his mind. Just then he lost his magical powers and plummeted to earth, never to fly again. He founded a temple on the spot and devoted the rest of his life to asceticism. Of course, no one, not even a sage, can possibly ride through the sky on a cloud. This is a metaphor for self-conceit, for the attitude that looks down from a great height and boasts, "I am an enlightened sage." Nothing is so dangerous as conceit, which causes us to look down on others for any of 100 reasons. I am rich, I have a PhD, I am the company president, I am gorgeous. Until Japan was defeated in World War II, the nation was full of conceit, puffed up with the conviction that they were a divine race. The Japanese annexed other countries and ruled them. The result was the ruin of the country and an infamous descent into hell. People can climb a mountain peak, but they cannot stay there long. Let no one forget that being carried away with your own self-importance is the beginning of hell. Okay, so this is today's story. It's about conceit or pride. In Buddhism, the word conceit is often used. It's one of the six blind passions. That means all people have this. Even the most humble person has this blind passion. And this is the blind passion that will torment us until the very end of our spiritual journey, masters of Buddhism said. By asceticism, by practicing Buddhist training, it's usually asceticism, trying to give pain to ourselves and try to purify our mind. Actually, Buddhist students or monk who belong to a monastery might make a great improvement in their achievement on their spiritual journey, Buddhist path. There is a pitfall of conceit. So once there was a ascetic in the deep mountains somewhere in Asia, he achieved a very high level of enlightenment. So I don't know, it was like a press conference. He was in a press conference. Many reporters and writers were interviewing him. And one reporter praised him. "I heard that you cut out most of your blind passions like desires, anger, and envy. If that's true, oh, that would be so great. What a great achievement you have. You're so you must be so proud. I'm very proud of something like that. And then the Buddhist ascetic, the Buddhist monk, showed a big smile. He was so satisfied with this comment because his desire for recognition was fulfilled, and also his pride was satisfied. That means even such a ascetic mountain hermit have a lot of blind passion. So it is this blind passion conceit that makes and causes us to make mistake or feel embarrassment in public, like this mountain hermit in this story. He fell from the cloud and hit the rock bottom, which is the living hell, kind of. So that's why the title comes. Feeling puffed up with vanity leads to hell. So, yeah, the higher the status we acquire, or the more material asset we gain, we should try to be humble. We should make effort to behave in a humble way. Most people know this and practice this. Yeah, it's a very important virtue. Try to bow deeply and show gratitude instead of taking all the credit for ourselves. Show our gratitude to people who supported us and helped us. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today's afternoon recitation meditation. Good job, everyone.